There's a lot that goes into investing in metals like gold and platinum, especially as these two metals are poised to offer some of the best opportunities over the next few years. While it's hard for me to argue if gold or platinum, which of those two will outperform over the next few years, what I do know is a good deal when I see one. And in order for me to explain to you how I scored an amazing deal on some platinum, I need to string a couple of events together that almost seem unrelated, but I promise that in addition to it all making sense when it's all said and done, there will also be several lessons, tips, and mistakes to learn from that will help your stacking over and over again. This story starts 3 weeks ago on Small Business Saturday when I visited a new coin shop of an owner that I previously met at some coin shows. You may remember that video where I shared how I spent extra time getting to know him, developing a relationship, and giving his 150-pound puppy Leroy lots of love. During my visit, he received a call for someone looking to sell a 1-ounce platinum coin, which he offers spot. After he hung up the phone, I immediately asked if he would sell me the coin once he buys it, which is one of my tactics I tell you to employ. Always try to buy something they just bought because it's harder for them to jack up the price when you just saw them buy it. We agreed on the price and he promised to call if the seller stopped by the office. Fast forward to December 1st when I emailed our channel members about a great deal my gold LCS had on some eagles. It was $225 for a 10th ounce gold eagle and $475 for a 1/4 ounce eagle, which was about a 6% premium. One of the members lived in the LA area, so I agreed to personally deliver the coin when I was in LA this past weekend. I'm not gonna say his name, but shout out to you, brother. It was really nice hanging out with you for a little while. And as a shameless plug, if you're thinking about becoming a channel member, this is definitely one of those perks that where the savings alone on the gold purchase like this will cover the cost of the channel membership. Not to mention the monthly one-on-one education sessions we have. I think it's well worth it. Check it out. Back to the interesting part of the story. What the channel member didn't know was that the prices had actually increased by $25 since I had made the offer, and instead of passing the price on to him, I decided to sell him one of my 1/4 ounce coins I purchased a few days earlier for $475. I figured it wasn't a big deal, I didn't really need it, and it would help him out more. So we met up in LA, and in addition to the 1/4 ounce eagle, I also brought over a 1/4 ounce Britannia and a 1/4 ounce kangaroo just in case he wanted a different coin or wanted to buy another coin. Since I purchased all those coins over time for $475 each, it didn't really matter to me. It was so cool because he was so excited to take the Eagle and then take the 2002 Britannia, which has the cool security features, and he gave me $1,000. I only wanted $950, but he wouldn't let me give him change. So I got even by paying for drinks and the appetizers. The very next day I'm in Vegas and I get a phone call from the LCS and he explains that the guy with the platinum coin finally came in, but instead of it being a 1-ounce coin, it was 2 half-ounce coins. And that the only downside was that it was going to cost me an extra $50 for a total of $1,184. I was pretty sure it all sounded good, but frankly, I was in the middle of gambling, so I wasn't supposed to be on my phone and I couldn't hear very well, but I agreed and I told him I'd meet him on Wednesday to pick it up, which is where the story starts to get very interesting. I walked into the shop on Wednesday and I was shocked to find out that these weren't just 2 regular half-ounce platinum coins. But before I can even get in that, guess who pops his head over the half door? Yep, my new best friend Leroy, and he will not be denied some love. After playing with Leroy for a few, my LCS showed me these 2 slabbed and graded coins worth a whole lot more than I was paying. The first was this PGCS PR69, which means proof graded at a 69 deep cameo coin, which actually is valued on their website at $810 by the PCGS. So if you keep a score at home, I paid $592 per coin, and this coin in and of itself is valued a little bit over $200 over that price. Needless to say, I'm feeling better and better about this deal. Then the LCS tells me that he looked into the other coin, and for some reason, it's selling for $400 more online. He was talking about this slabbed NGC MS Mint State 70 2007 early release half-ounce Eagle. And when I plugged the certification number into the NGC site, I found out that they have this coin valued at over $1,100. While on eBay, there's an identical coin, except it is not an early release, and it's listed to sell at $1,295. Mind you, I'm $594 into each coin, which is still below market value for a regular half-ounce platinum Eagle. Obviously, I got my cash out as quickly as I could and I made the deal happen. What was cool was that the 2 1/4 ounce coins that I sold a few days earlier almost covered the cost of the platinum, which is essentially how I traded $1,000 in gold and got back $2,000 worth of platinum. But the takeaways are what's so important and will make you money over your lifetime. Number 1, it's all bullion. When I asked my dealer what was the story and how did he get such a great deal, he said, yeah, you probably could put these up on eBay and get a couple extra $100. But to me, it's all bullion. It's just all bullion, which is a great point for us to remember. Number 2, liquidity issues. He also shared that the guy really needed the cash now, so he offered spot as if it was just a one single 1 ounce coin. But he had to go up a little because of them being graded and approved and a low mintage. I don't know how much he paid for the coins, but I know spot was $1,046, and he sold it to me for $1,184. And we can guess that he made somewhere between $50 to $75 on the deal, since he had me lined up, which means I think he probably paid somewhere around $1,100 for these 2 coins. That's the next point. This should serve as a reminder that we have to be careful with these high premium coins. We have to keep the premiums low because it's really hard for us to get our money back on these collectible and numismatic coins if we have to sell in a pinch. I'm sure the seller knew that he could have gotten more money on eBay, but it seems like he didn't have that option. But just like this Isles of Man coin that I picked up, and you remember this video, hopefully, and it's one of 3,000 in existence, it's a proof coin, but I also purchased it for spot because your LCS just doesn't care. It's all bullion to them. The 4th point, cash is king. This reinforces what I keep telling you about stacking cash as well as your metals. So you're never in that seller situation. Instead, you want to be like me, picking up incredible deals because you have the cash. Number 5, your LCS relationship. I don't care how much you order online, but you have to develop a strong relationship with your LCS because as people get squeezed, as this economy continues to get worse, they will be selling at the LCS. And every one of my main LCSs know that if they get any gold or silver that they want to flip right away for a discounted price, to call me and I will buy. Remember, most of our dealers are very happy with making $50 to $75 on flipping a coin for less than an hour's worth of work. Number 6, this is also about seizing the opportunities. Anytime you're in the LCS and you hear someone call and talk about selling something, or someone walks in to sell something, the first thing out of your mouth once it's all said and done is, I would like to buy that if you're willing to sell it. I have been in situations where I've walked out of the LCS while someone was walking in to sell something, and I've sat in the parking lot waiting for the person to leave just to call the LCS to see if there's anything worth of value for me to buy. Carpe diem, folks. We got to seize the moment. We got to seize the day and take these opportunities when they come up. Number 7, your investment stack. I would have gladly purchased this as a part of my just regular old bullion stack. But now, this actually goes into my investor stack, which we discussed before. I have a regular stack and an investment stack. And when things get crazy in either price direction, I will take the time to sell to the right buyer for my price to either lock in some profits or use the profits to buy more bullion. Remember, we have to think like stackers, but we also need to act like investors. Number 8, I absolutely would not have purchased these coins for their numismatic or collectible value. I wouldn't have paid much more than what I paid for them as regular bullion transactions. The investment potential is just icing on the cake for me, because even without icing, cake is still good, folks. So don't forget my joke that potential is a French word for you haven't done jack yet. And there are lots of coins out there that have lots of potential, but they haven't done anything yet. And so when you buy, I want you to buy for what it is worth today and what you know you can get for it, not for the potential that this Isle of Man coin being one of 3,000 is going to fetch me a higher price, or that these coins as proofs and limited mintage are going to get me a higher price. You have to make sure that the purchase makes sense. And which is point number 9, which you always hear me say as well, is your money is made when you buy. You've heard me say this 1,000 times, but this is exactly why you have to make sure you buy right on the front end. Because I have 2 coins now that I can sell today, even at spot price, and make a decent profit. Number 10, karma. Now, I know some of you may not vibe with me on this one, but let me tell you, I know it works. The more good you put out into this world, the more incredible things this world will give you back. I know that I am blessed beyond belief, and I find some of the amazing deals that I do, which I often tell you guys about, because of all the good karma I put out there and all the things I do to try to help others and not only just take care of myself. When I passed those deals on from my gold LCS to my channel members, I didn't make a penny off of those transactions. My motivation was to help my people grow their stacks. When the price went up, I just simply sold the channel member one of the 2 quarter-ounce coins that I had purchased a few days earlier when the price was lower. It didn't matter to me. I wanted to help my people. When I was packing up to meet that member, I looked through my spreadsheet to see if I had any other quarter-ounce coins where I paid the same price and I brought him just in case he wanted another coin. If you've been here for a while, you know I do this channel because of my passion to teach and my desire to help you all reach your goals. Views are nice, but I'm here for impact. And if I change the stacking lives of only 2,000 people, then that's what matters to me. I refuse to judge my success by the number of subscribers or viewers, but by the impact that I have on you. And I wholeheartedly believe that I scored this platinum deal because of the good karma I put out into the world without expectation of getting anything back, especially from the person that I'm helping. I have lived the Zig Ziglar quote, "You can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want." And it's part of why I started and I love doing Stackers University. I get to put good out into the world and know that karma matters and that those things will come back to me in other ways. I don't do it for what I'm going to get back. I do it because it's the right thing for me, my community, and the world. This leads me to my question and challenge to you, which is within the next 48 hours, will you do something to add to your karma or do what some people call a random act of kindness? It doesn't have to be huge. It could be buying that homeless person a hamburger, paying for the coffee of the person in line behind you, helping someone load their groceries, leaving a $5 Starbucks card on someone's desk or windshield. I don't care what it is, just do something. There is always something we can do. So I ask you that you do it. This is another one of those commitment videos. So in the comments section, I want you to write, "I will do something." And that will serve as your commitment to do something in the next 48 hours that will add value to the lives of someone else. Let's be about our stacks and let's be about our stacking, but we cannot forget about putting love and good energy out into the world. If you feel compelled, my last act is that I ask you to hit that like button to show your support and help us get this video out to others. And in fact, here's my random act of kindness that I literally just thought of. I have one unclaimed American Silver Eagle from my boys over at Pinbex. If you put Pinbex in the comments, I will enter you in a drawing and announce that winner in Monday's video. I appreciate you being my A+ students and students of good character that put out good into the world. So always stack smarter and never stop learning.